Welcome back. And Mark joins me now in the studio. Mark, what's up first?
Well, first up today, we're going to get Chinese reaction to the bloody protests in Iran. Thousands of opposition protesters have been taking to the streets in the Iranian capital, calling for democratic reform. Protests have been broken up by riot police and at least 8 people have been reported killed. The Iranian authorities say 300 others have been arrested.
Earlier this week, US President Barack Obama condemned the crackdown and urged those unjustly detained to be released. So how have people in China been reacting to the Iranian protests? Let's cross to our researcher Kevin Jia, who has been looking into online reaction. So Kevin, just how have Chinese net users been reacting to these riots and the news about them?
Well, some people are reacting to the news with a lot of excitement, saying that they support the Iranians fighting for their freedom and saying that the Iranians deserve a better government. Some have said that an autocracy will eventually lead to unrest, so they're expecting to see a revolution spread across Iran. Others say that it's not good that the protesters are causing chaos when the country is facing a lot of difficulties, as well as what they call international enemies. They say the protests will only cause more problems for the country.
What else have they been saying about it, Kevin?
Well, most of the comments we've seen are from people saying that this must have something to do with the US, as it's clearly what the American government would like to see. They say these people are being used by the enemy of the current Iranian government. Others don't agree. They say that Iranian society has its own problems, which are the real reasons for the unrest. They say the people are just protesting to express their anger and dissatisfaction to their government.
Thanks, Kevin. Now, Fergus, just to put the relationship between China and Iran in context, for the last 3 rounds of sanctions, China and Russia did get on board with the other members of the UN Security Council, voting in favour of these sanctions, whereas in the past that hadn't been the case. But on the other hand, China's state-owned energy companies plan to invest over $100 billion in Iran's energy sector. So there's a bit of a balancing act here.
Indeed, a fine balancing act for the government here, because they have openly said that they're in favour of non-nuclear proliferation, stopping the spread of nuclear weapons. So they will publicly have to come follow through with that. On the other hand, Iran is a huge source of oil for China. With the new pipelines going in that direction, almost reaching to the country, could become an even more important source. So a very difficult balancing act for the Chinese government.
Sorry.